Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Endless Space 2 on Endless Difficulty. I'm JC Proton and playing a custom Horatio faction. Starting back here at turn 99. Just hit end turn, so we're ready to get started here, man. Get started on continuing this pretty big game. Pretty big, pretty long. Alright, I'm not impressed. Yeah, that's a little bit more beefy. So they have medium ships too. Okay. It seems like everyone's got mediums but me. 822 on that fleet. Oh, look, there's a lot more energy there. Oh, they're mixing it up. That's smart. They're mixing their energy and their kinetics. Okay. Okay, alright. Still undecided about the Oregons have had enough of provocations and pointless skirmishes. Let us end this and form an alliance to face the dangers of the galaxy together. No. You're at war with the Cravers. So, not impressed with that. Ah, okay. Hear my last cry. I usually take this one because I like the 10% science boost rather than a random tech, because a random tech, I mean, it could be anything, it might be something cheap. 10% boost on science. Let's see here. Right now I'm producing that much science, so it would be like an extra 6,300 science over 10 turns, although my science will go up every turn, so it'll be more than that. So it's like getting an extra, say, 6,000 science, right? So if I took a random one might be one of these, right? Something that's like 2,600, 2,000. So the 10% extra for 10 turns is like one extra turn of science, is basically. So it's not really that big of a deal. So I would hate to get like a random one like that, but sometimes you might get lucky and get something like that. It's 26,000. So that would be a big win. So I would rather have the ability to choose what the sciences I get and take the boost there and the extra 10 approval. See how soon are my bonuses wearing off here. We've still got 8 turns worth there. Mind Matters has come to an end. No more 100% XP bonus for the leader on AC 21. Okay. That was this guy here. He gained a lot of XP though. Look at all these people building the skyward dwellings. That's going to be good, man. That's going to raise our max populations on those systems by one on every planet in that system. Just running through the systems, make sure I've got everything out of the hangars. AB completed a trade company headquarters. That system here, so now I have headquarters at both of these locations. I only have one trade subsidiary at this point, which is here. Would be great to have another one here. Oh, excuse me. That's funny, I have enough. I could just buy it outright. That would boost this production quite a bit. Why not? Okay, more terraformed arid, that's cool. Getting deserts turned into arid planets. And then these will be terraformed into Arctic. So what I like to do is I arrange my terraforming priority planets based on cost and benefit. So this is only 560 industry. This is 1120, and then this is 1,000, right? So it costs less. But look at the bonus changes. There's no change in approval or population max on the system. This 560 gives me +2 approval and +1 population, +5 approval per pop and +2 population slots. So those are way better as far as cost, yield, benefit, right? So that's kind of how I'm making my decision there. Predictive logistics, that's great. Love building those. +20 industry per planet on the system that you have colonized. On AH, there's only one. There's one planet, so it's at +20. So it is what it is, man. You take what you can get, man. Maximize the potential of each system. Sometimes the max potential, even at the beginning, it's limited, but you're doing it because you want the resources on that system. In this case, Yeah, antimatter and blue cap. So I took it. I took that one planet system. I'm not proud about it, but I did what I did, and I'll stand by it. Okay, that's the quest. Is there? Yeah, that needs a slag and sludge center. Sometimes I forget to check that. Did I get anything else? Nope. Ash is colonized. I always like it when you colonize a planet. Usually you'll, not always, but you'll usually end up with a population there. And then when I move, I'll try moving it back to where it came from, or a balanced population between the two planets to see what happens to these numbers up here. So when I move a population over from that planet to this one, I see a lot of green numbers. I'm like, okay, green numbers getting bigger. That's the right move. Rather than do the whole looking at this and counting up the total resources. Instead of doing all that math, I just click it back and forth and see where did the numbers turn red, where did they turn green. Lazy brain. Although, as I tell my boss at work, I'm not being lazy, I'm being efficient. Level 9. Decisions here. I mean, it's plus 10 approval. It doesn't really matter. Getting more influence at this point, I don't think is really a thing that matters. Increased troop capacity on the system isn't really of benefit. She's a governor, so I'm not going for that. I guess I'm going to take this because it's the best option, even though it's not really that big of an option. I mean, I could go with more approval. I guess I'll take the 10 approval, or the 10 industry. This is pretty cool. So I need to look at, once she can get this, I need to locate her on a system where I have the most. Currently on AB. So she's currently on a system where there are two strategics. If I'm extra short on one of these, I may end up locating her on a spot where she can crank out that stuff. Oh, one planet? Oh, that hurts. Okay. She's good for where she is for now. Koros Apogee has gained enough XP to be level 6. Oh yeah, that's the choice. Every time. We have gained Vodyani in AE and AD. And we had one en route somewhere to AJ. Okay, do I think that I'm done expanding for a while? I think so. I don't think I'm going to go on a big colonizing rush. Populations are really maxing out here. Okay, he's sending pops there. He is and he is. He sends two. He sends two. And he sends two. All to here. Oh, we don't have that much room. Oops. And we already 2 en route. Yeah, that one's actually going to need to be different. We'll do AK. That one can do AK. Okay, who else is maxed out? AJ is maxed out. Okay, now we're back to producing everywhere. Populations are sorted. This guy's maxed out. Why is that not landed? I guess next turn it will. I mean, there's room there. I don't know. It's a mystery. There's one population en route, which gives him, and he's going to grow 1 in 2 turns. He's got room for 1 more, I guess. BA sends 1 to BB. Which side is the better side? That seems to be better. Okay, are we done with all of our fiddling around with the systems? Yeah, it seems like everybody's producing again for another turn. Okay, we completed xenoanthropology, which gives us the National Museum, which gives us extra influence when the people are happy. The booster program. +2 systems occupied before triggering expansion disapproval on the Empire. And government diversity allows us to change the government into different kinds of government. If we wanted to change from federation to dictatorship or democracy, those are now options. And we're starting on hardened alloys. Okay, so that unlocked some new buildings excuse me, that we can make on our systems. As if we needed more influence. Not right now, we don't. I guess we'll spend a bunch of influence when we start upgrading our systems with autonomous administration. But we're still making so much influence from our population bonus. Population collection. We get it, yeah, the 10%. So like this system generates on average 39 influence just from building construction projects. So I'm basically swimming swimming in influence right now. So sure, I'll build the structures, but they're not really a priority right now. It's more important that I get more military fleet, because if and when the cravers show up knocking on my door, I'm going to be hard pressed to defend myself against them. So at this point, I'm definitely leaning towards a more defensive stance until I can beef up my military enough. Okay, so thought process behind a couple things. I'm going with these military techs right now before this climate engineering that will allow me to terraform my planets into really, really nice planets. But the reason for that is I need stronger military now, and I'm going to need to be able to like upgrade my existing, or at least crank out a whole bunch of more small ships that are better than they are. I have a sneaking suspicion if the Cravers attack, that right now they're running with a lot of torpedoes, and they have these big medium ships, and one of the downsides of the way torpedoes work excuse me, is they do a big volley. And because they do this huge volley, it overwhelms your ability to take them all out with point defense. So they're really effective at doing damage. So if they hit like a small ship, but they'll all focus fire on one ship. Excuse me. Quick sip here. So they'll focus fire on one ship, and it becomes overkill on that one ship. It gets overwhelmed, and in one massive volley, they'll blow up that one ship, and then it's like 10 seconds before the next volley. So because they have this massive offensive attack number, you may be really outgunned, right? So, but if they're focus firing on one ship and overkilling it, then you then it's not as effective as if that firepower was more spread out. So you'll actually perform better in that situation where you know you're going to lose a lot of ships. Go with massive numbers of little destroyers, little size 1 ships, and just go and just mass produce them, and then you use this battle tactic here, fewer the proud. your fleet gets a damage boost each time an allied ship is destroyed. And so you know you're going to suffer heavy losses, right? You know you're going to lose a lot of these ships. You're going to lose a ship with every volley. So every time a volley hits and blows up another one of your ships, you get a damage boost. So it just helps you fight back against an overwhelmingly stronger opponent, like I have going on with the Craver. So I'm thinking, yeah, okay, let's increase the number of ships in our fleet, and let's get this battle tactic, and then these two will unlock the next tier up here, which will be better guns, better defensive slugs, because right now this is what we're using. 39 damage and 180 as flak against missiles. And then this is 300 flak versus missiles, so it's almost twice as good. And it does 68 damage versus 39, right? So again, almost double the damage. So that makes those little guys hit a lot harder, those little ships. And then the energy weapon is going to be the basic Hell Array laser, which I would be using instead of these basic phased beams. So these are 19 damage, but it's 100% damage at each range. So in a way, you could look at it as being total damage across all ranges is 57. These ones, it's 37, but it's 100% at medium and 50% against short and long. So it's only 200% of 37, which makes it 74. So that's 74 damage versus 57, right? So 74 is higher than 57. So it's like, okay, well, that's better. Because if you look at it this way, 50% damage of 37 is 19, 18, something like that. 18 and a half. That's 19 on all ranges. So that's basically on par. At the 50% level, it's on par with this. But then at medium range, it's significantly better. And I know I'm getting long-winded here. And on this battle tactic where we do repair and recover, most of our ships are at medium range. So that ties in. That's a good synergy with this weapon. And then guns are pretty good at medium range, actually. So altogether, yeah, that'll make my little guys fight a lot harder. So that's my thoughts regarding the military. Also, you get a little bit more command points. So your fleets have a cap of 3 more. So that would be 3, and that would be 3. So that's another 6 of those little dudes on the fleet, and you just pile them together or spread them out or whatever, and it's just going to cost him more when he's attacking, and it'll be an ugly war of attrition, but at least I'll have a better chance defending myself. So that's my thoughts, is get those military techs so my little ships are better, give us a fighting chance, then upgrade the climate of our planets. Already got that one. So then things we need to look at is then down the road we need to be getting autonomous administration, which requires a system colony level 4, which means we have to get this, so we have to unlock over here. So that's going to be this one and this one. So so the debate here then becomes, do we go with these two and then these 2 military techs for medium ships? Probably medium ships next. Medium ships, then these techs, then the autonomous administration tech. That's probably how it's going to go, but it's still kind of up in the air, because all of a sudden if I start getting pressed militarily, then I might need these mediums sooner. But if those little guys are working well enough, then I can hold off and start dealing with my maxed out populations on my systems with this climate engineering, and that will improve the planets and increase their population capacity and allow me to keep growing. So I'm balancing growth with defending myself. So as long as the aggression is holding off enough, I'm going to go ahead and push more towards system expansion and growth. I'm going to go building tall, but if these guys start coming at me, then yeah, I'm going to go more on defense. Right now, they probably have enough to keep them busy over here, and I'm leaving these pirates in place to kind of be a hedge against these guys and kind of keep them corralled. So it seems like right now they're expanding out this way, and they're going to bump into this guy over here. So it's getting a little more crowded, in the galaxy. All right, let's do our ship movements. Okay, you just keep chilling like a villain where you are, man. Okay, and here I decide between going here or here. I think that's the better choice. Life form. Another one of those. Those Mercurites are scattered, man. These things are really scattered. There's one over here. There's one over here on this homeworld. There's one way up here. Where was it? Somewhere up here. Ooh, look at that there. So there it is, right here in OED. Okay. Anyway, back to that dude who was down here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that was the right sequence to go. This is going to take 2 turns to get to there anyway. Whether I was going across here or down here, so might as well get there, grab that. Cool. Where's he going next after this? Why is that flashing? Oh, that's right. There's like pirates there or something. No, that's the that's this one. Send an expedition, and then when I do, it generates like a little pirate fleet. And I think I remember I got attacked there, which is why I had him just come out here and just kind of hang out. He's just parked somewhere reasonably safe. I guess I'll send him up along the northern part. Oh yeah, there's one over there. Okay, that works. Good to have a plan. Subterranean 4, meta and meta and tactogen. Meta and tactogen. Yeah, that. So I swear, man, this game has some tongue twisters in it. And My mouth is not eloquent enough to correctly pronounce a lot of this stuff, I think. Okay, he's here to explore this, and then he's gonna go. Is there something else he can see over here? This is why I wish the game devs would set it up where if there's unexplored curiosities, they would be a different color. Instead of looking for flashing white against right next to white, it would be nice if it was a different color. And you could even color code them, based on what level curiosity they are or whatever. But even if they were just a different color, that would help. Having more contrast would definitely help. It'd be less eye strain to me. That'd be my preference. And I don't think it would be that hard to do, right? To code that into the game, and it would be a good quality of life improvement, right? Subterranean 1 of 4, so this is going to be the energy one, Quadronix. Yeah. So even though revealing all these things makes them available for everyone to use, it's way over here. It's far away. It's helping people who aren't really going to interact with me that much, so it doesn't really matter. And better for me to get the exploration bonus resources or technologies or whatever than somebody who's not me. Okay, well, I know I can get to there probably safely because this guy already did it. Well, he did part of it anyway. Pretty open constellation. Nobody really grabbed it, man. That's kind of crazy. Okay, if I was going here, I would go that way. If I was going here, I'd go that way. Either way, I'm going there. So that's where I'm going. Kick the can down the road. Make the decision later. Alright, where are we at here? 14 is our max fleet size. Revealer 6, huh? So of 14, 3 are this, so these 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ah, yeah, that's a good number. One for good measure. Okay, and then whether he's going here or here, either way, he's going here. Ah, this guy was going here. Subterranean 4. Okay. Spamming this button. Another one of those meta enactogens. Entactogen. That is a tongue twister. Meta intactogen. I guess after this one, he can go here or here. Although I could send this guy. I could send him down here and see if I get attacked or not. Well, we'll go here anyway and we'll see. Ooh, that's got a blockade. So I'm not going to be in a rush to get here because if I get here really fast, he might then catch up with me and attack. So I'm going to kind of be inclined to not hit next move all fleets at the end turn button. Think about where do I want to go with this Overwatch ship. This might be relevant. That could be relevant. Excuse me. It feels like coming down here would be a pretty good move. I could bring him up here, but I don't really want to help him out by revealing these curiosities here. So I think I'll move down this way. Okay, and let's see. This guy has full movement. Where would he run to, though? This is blockaded, and this is blockaded. I guess I'm going to run here. That's probably not safe either. I guess we hope that there's not pirates here, man. If there are, I guess I'll fly to Lanica, which is the homeworld of a hostile group, Vodiani, right? So that doesn't seem like a really safe move either, but I guess it's one of the least bad choices that's nearby. Alright, well, let's do this here. Life Form 1 and Subterranean 1. Well, those don't seem like they're going to be much of a big deal. Hey, deciduous trees. Titanium. That's a decent system, man. 4 planets. 2 of them are hot, so that's good for industry. Tundra and Savannah, those are decent for food. right? And you've got two common luxury resources and a titanium deposit. So I would count that as a 7-point system, one for each planet and then one for each resource deposit. So pretty good. Alright, I guess I'm going to go over here anyway. Hopefully that's not hopefully it's not guarded as well. Okay, it looks like it's not right now. So you go offlane movement like that by just holding down the control button, and you'll just fly off the star lanes through deep space, warp travel as it were. Alright, let's take a look at their fleets. Wow, Vodiani fleets are all kinetic. 100%. They're all armor, and they're all kinetic. That's guns. So some ships are guns and some are torpedoes. Okay. Vodiani's all about the armor and kinetics. At least right now. And I think I'm just going to keep him chilling here. I mean, I could move him up here. But this guy's cruising down this way. So eventually my visibility that he's providing is going to recede to about here. Like this will be able, when he's here, his vision radius, this bubble that extends out this far, excuse me, I think we'll end around here. So and this guy's vision radius I think gets to about here or so. So if this guy is seeing to here and this guy is seeing to here, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We pretty much have it covered. So I think I'll just kind of leave him there. And that's it. We're ready to hit next turn. And since I've been losing recordings, somehow they just randomly fail to record on QuickTime. I'm doing the click next, the end turn button after I've verified that the recording succeeded. So at this point we will end this recording, and next turn we'll start back. Next turn we'll start back at turn 100. So thanks for watching. I definitely appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.